Welcome back to Right from the Start. Today I'm going to show you a recipe that my great-grandmother showed me, and it's a very traditional one in our community. It's called Barada and is basically a mixture of chana dal, tur dal and lots of different vegetables. It's an extremely versatile dish. You can eat with rice, you can eat it with chapatti rolled up, or you can eat it just by itself. It's that yummy and it's that filling. So in a sense, it's a full dish, and this is what I'm going to show you today. So for today's recipe, we're going to use chana dal, tur dal, methi leaves. You can always switch it up with beans, then curry leaves, ginger, jeera, coriander seeds, grated coconut, both green chili and dried red chili, and salt to taste. So the first step is to soak both the dals, because we are not going to pressure cook the dals, we're going to lightly roast them. So if you soak them, it becomes much easier to cook, and also what happens is the nutrients in the dal come out as we soak them. So it's recommended that we soak dal overnight before we use it, and this is what this whole recipe is. So soak it a minimum for 3 to 4 hours, overnight is even better. So the dals have soaked for a couple of hours and you can see they've become plumper. So what we're going to do now is dry roast all of our ingredients. So start with jeera and coriander seeds. And once you can start smelling the aroma, that's when we can put in the curry patta and the chili and ginger. So like I was saying, that it's better not to heat coconut, because then the healthy properties of coconut go away. In this recipe too, we're going to put coconut right at the end and not put it in at this point. Okay. I'm going to put in the curry leaves, a little bit of green chili, some ginger, and I'm also going to break up the dried red chili. So it's nice to have these different levels of heat from the ginger, green chili, red chili, and it gives it completely different tastes also. So notice that I've also used no oil. I'm going to show you how to make this recipe without oil. Oil is not always good for us in the form that we currently find it. In the olden days, people used to say it's good to put a few drops of oil on the food, and they used to do it after the cooking process was done. And there's a very good reason for that. That oil, when heated, like the coconut, it doesn't settle well in our body. And coconut by itself has enough oil in it, so you don't need to add oil at the beginning of the dish. Okay? So once this has come in, I'm going to add the dal. And just roast this off, continuously stirring so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan until it changes color. So this is now roasted off. You can see it's a little drier, it's changed a little bit of color. You don't want it to go dark brown, because that will make this dish bitter. So once this has reached this stage, switch off the gas, leave it to cool for a few minutes, and then we're going to grind it in the mixie. So once you've powdered the mixture, it needs to be a rough crumb like this. And while this is cooling, what we're going to do is cook the methi. So I've chosen to make it with methi today, but you can also do it with beans, cluster beans, or any vegetable of the beans family. Again, I'm going to show it without oil. What we're going to do is just methi leaves that have been washed. Put it back into the same pan in which you dry roasted all the rest of the ingredients. You don't have to wash it off in the middle. That's got a lot of flavor. So what I will do is add a few drops of water so the methi doesn't stick to the pan, and just give it a few minutes to cook off. So as you can see, the methi is cooked, and this is when we'll add in our roasted ground up mixture. And now it's just a whole thing of bringing it together. It's as simple as that. So look at the colors. You've got the little red from the red chili, you've got the greens, you've got the browns. And once again, just mixed until combined. Make sure that the methi is all over, it's even. And we'll put in a little bit of salt at this point. Toast it for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to add the coconut. We're going to switch off the heat. Like I said, it's good when coconut does not touch direct heat. And then we'll sprinkle the coconut in. And that's it. Barada is done. So barada is now ready. Spoon it up, eat it as it is, or eat it with a chapatti or rice and rasam, the perfect accompaniment to anything. So this is my great-grandmother's recipe for barada, a lovely dal combination with different vegetables, absolutely nutritious, a very traditional recipe and something that I think we all can make and eat in the future.